Hello everybody, welcome to Skul the Hero Slayer. As you can surmise from the title, we're going to be doing an Overxplained run today. We're going to have a bunch else to say. There's going to be a lot of... be very front-loaded with the information, we'll say that. So, start with the hub here. Don't worry about this guy. He's a sink for one of the other things we need. So the witch makes us more powerful using dark quartz, which we will get from completing several runs over and over. Increase our stats, magic attack, physical attack, crit rate. That's pretty self-explanatory. Reduces quintessence cooldown by 40%. Quintessence is a secondary ability per se. We'll explain that when we get there. Increase max HP. Reduces swap cooldown, which means swap between your two skulls faster because you can hold two skulls. Increases the skill cooldown speed of balance type skulls. Also, we'll explain the skull types when we get there. Reduces damage received by power skulls and increases movement and attack speed for speed skulls. You destroy scroll items and get up to 842 gold, which are the relics. Destroy them to get gold. Resurrect 2 with 60% HP one at a time. Swap, create a barrier with 20 HP for a second. If the barrier does not break, the swap cooldown is reduced by a second. And kind of front loaded, but we'll figure it out. This guy. Look very good. This is better. We'll give you a level 1, or not level 1 skull. He will give you a skull for you to hold, and if you talk to him again, he'll give you a second one for if you give him 10 dark quartz, which I think is definitely worth it. We got Minotaurus and Skeleton Sword as our... Look here. Skeleton Sword is a common and a balance type skull. There's 3 types of attributes skulls can have. They could be speed, balance, or self-explanatory. Speed is faster, powerful is more powerful, and balance is a good mix between the two. And he does physical damage with all of his attacks. A regular skull does both physical and magic damage, common, and he's balanced. Read all the skills we have here. I'm not going to go over every single skill on every single character we have. That's going to take forever. Now, our second option is Minotaurus. He's a rare, which means he is level 2 when it comes to rarity. There's common, rare, unique, and legendary. You can upgrade a common to rare using 10 bones, a rare to unique using 30, and a unique to legendary using 100. And you can see here, if we destroy the Minotaurus skull, we get 11, which is bones. We get 11 bones out of it. We can immediately level up Skeleton Sword when we get the chance to. I think this is worth it, also just because Minotaurus is not one of my favorite ones. We'll destroy it for 11 bones. Come on to the next guy. Alright, this guy gives you a relic to start with. Increase skill cooldown by 25%. Your normal attacks have a 2% chance to inflict. Very good. You can hold up to 9 items, so until you get that 9th item, don't be picky with what you got. Same thing as last guy. Give him 10 and he'll give you another one. Increase physical attack by 30%. Very good, because we have a physical attacking skull. Also, each skull will have 2 little attributes, or sorry, each item will have 2 little attributes. This one is Heirloom and Absolute 0, and this one is Spoils and Courage. When you reach certain thresholds, you get a little bonus. Like, for example, we have Absolute 0, which means normal attacks cause ice to erupt from the ground and freeze enemies on a 15-second. Bad. Lastly, we have the Druid. Temporarily increase physical and magic attack when entering. He gives you a buff that lasts for a little bit. Now let's get started. Alright, we have the option to go to a skull room or a treasure room. Every room you will need to defeat all the enemies. And then you get a reward at the end of the room based off of what you get. I think early game it is definitely worth it to go for skulls more than treasures, just because the treasures are going to be more common than that. Your dash is invincible, so definitely use that to your advantage. Should we last of? Yep. So this skull pile, it has a very similar thing to like the chests in Clash and in the chests in Slay the Spire. The smaller they are, the more likely it has a common thing, and we have a common thing. Int Skul, which is one of my least favorite. I am not even gonna bother explaining it because we're just gonna scrap it for bone. And then if you see a room that does not have a treasure chest or skulls on it, that means you just get gold at the end of it. Let's go get another skull. Alright, that's a 10 health orb. Means that we take damage, we can do it back. Like we did there. I mistimed my dash. Alright, we have Carleon Recruit, which is kind of like a summoner. Not a huge fan of Carleon Recruit. I think I will scrap him. Get more bones for the long run. Also, yeah, when you swap, you get a little attack or benefit that you can read here. For 8 seconds after swapping, your normal attacks have a 30% chance to inflict a wound. This guy pummels all the enemies that he comes across. Swapping between the two skulls is very paramount to making sure that your game plan works. You definitely want 2 skulls. Here we got a shop. We'll start from the bottom here. Got the chef, which always makes an item that restores HP and gives you a perk until you clear a certain number of maps. We got the dude up here that will let you permanently unlock new items by giving him dark quartz. We got the quintessence. We'll give you Foul Pepper. This guy that will trade you one of your skulls for a new one. Notably, he does not care about the rarity, so if you have a legendary skull and you want the common skull, he does not give you anything for it. This is one of the reasons I like keeping our regular skull up until the shop, because you don't get to scrap skull for any bones. However, we can take the Carleon Recruit, and now we can scrap Carleon Recruit for 5 bones later if we want. And now let's look at the relics we have available to us. Notably, we are 2 characters that are heavily based on physical damage, and they're both balanced. So anything that benefits those, or you're going to be more likely. Burning enemy damages another enemy due to burn. There's 50. Enemy to receive burn. We don't have any burn synergy. Increases physical attack by 20%. Your normal attacks have a 20% chance to inflict poison. That's pretty good. Notably, we have a single heirloom with the abandoned weathering ring. Buy it, we get level 2 of the heirloom, which is letting us evade damage once every 40 seconds. That is a very good ability, so I will heavily consider buying this. Earth Spirit Gnome, which follows you and uses rock magic to deal magic damage to nearby enemies every 10 seconds. This is a piece of this game's Nodia. If you get 5 little fairies, you get to summon Oberon, which is very powerful. Or Cavalry Decoration, with dashing, thrust forward, and deal physical damage. Notably, this also has Heirloom, and I think it's a little bit stronger than the Toxic, because the Toxic Pendant works best with Speed Skulls, which we don't have yet. However, Cavalry Decoration works good with Speed and Balance Skulls. Those 2 skulls get to dash twice. Power Skulls only get to dash once, but to compensate, their dashes are already considered a tap. So I will grab Cavalry Decoration here. Get level 2 of Heirloom. Get a little attack every time we dash. Move on to the next room. We have a boss fight with one of the adventurers. We get to face the Cleric. Now, if you stack multiple wounds, it does start bleeding. And you can interrupt your big attack when they reach half health. Do enough damage to them. That was a very good one. And when you beat a set of adventurers, you get a Skul, a Quintessence, and a Relic to choose from. We don't have a Quintessence yet, so at the very least I'm considering that. Gravedigger is a power skull, which does not work with the thing we just bought, so I'm hesitant to do that. Also, it's only common. This gives us 30 gold per Carlian item we have upon changing maps. Notably, we have the standard edition Carlian sword, which does count as a Carlian item. This will give us 60 gold every time we change it, get to a new map. I think this is an investment, but it's early on enough in the run that I will consider it. Especially because we now get the spoils upgrade. Which means when we swap, you plant a flag, and standing near the flag will increase our attack by 20. And now we have enough to upgrade both of these if we want. I'm definitely upgrading Skeleton Sword for 10 bones. And now we have 11 bones to upgrade Carlian Recruit. I don't think it's worth it. Let's just go grab another skull from here. The trick is you just kind of want to weave in between attacks. We switch to the next guy every once in a while. Alright, we got a power skull that I'm actually a fan of. We got Warrior, or as I will call him, Kratos. Holding down the attack button initiates concentration, and when completed, it's enhanced. Dashes are considered attacks, they cannot dash consecutively. I will grab this over the Carlian Recruit. As having a power and a speed skill is a pretty good combination. Plus, both of these are physical attackers. Means we now have an incentive to grab physical attacking things. Alright, we got some gold. Another shop. Alright. Don't need healing. But it's a key. Horrible. Check what the quintessence is. Steel Fist. Right. Alright, let's dash throws the dagger, deals physical damage, increases crit rate by 10%. Notably, that works pretty well with the cavalry deck. Increase magic attack by 55%. We don't care, it's magic. We get the Toxic Pendant again, and we got Harlean Bow, which increases crit rate. Now, let's see. 2 heirlooms and absolute 0. A courage, a chase. We got this thing which gives chase, which I think is also the best option for a relic that we have. Because we already got some dash synergy. Kratos isn't going to be able to do much, but it does give him a little bit. Mostly for the... Always can get a little crit. Trying to do short hops. Make sure I don't hit. Grab another skull. Ooh, we got the Dark Paladin. Dealing damage to enemies with skills gains a charge of the Fall of Darkness from charge your full charge. HP barrier. He's a balanced skull. He is magic. Means our skeleton sword is not as good. I think I like this slightly more than Ghost. Now we're gonna go to the boss. Harlean Gate. Elder End. Notably, Elder Ent has 2 phases. And you want to save a lot of damage for the second phase, when his health bar reaches 0. And he gets way more aggressive with his attacks. Missed that attack, it's embarrassing. Trying to stay off the ground for that attack and beat him without taking any damage. Alright, and we get 7 items to choose from. Older End food. An HP barrier with 40 HP increases full attack, magic attack by 40%. It disappears with the HP barrier going. Okay. When dashing, create a magic mask. The mask explodes after a certain time. Magic damage increases skill cooldown speed by 55%. That's a good one. Pulse, increase dash damage by 30% and deal magic damage to enemies starting point of dash. Using the quintessence, deals magic damage. Each time 10 HP is recovered, physical and magic attack damage. Covered HP reaches 300. The item turns into a world tree. We don't heal that. Windstorm, when you use this quintessence, the Griffin creates a storm that knocks enemies in the air, also dealing damage. Canyon, you turn into a heartbeat for 10 seconds, deal physical damage with Moon Chance, or beat an enemy, there's a 30% chance to create an explosion that deals magic damage, increase max HP. I definitely want to do this dash one. makes our dashes even more potent, especially since we're going to be dodging in and out of that. For the totem, we get a buff. Increase attack speed until it goes away. Ooh, Skeleton Bomber. Builds after 5 seconds, dealing magic damage. This is a very good secondary skull to have. And we already have a good primary, which is time. Go get rid of guard to better. Also, he has a skill that lets it explode instantaneously, instead of having to wait 5 seconds. I'm not going to be doing much swapping, but that's okay. Release this guy. Thank you for saving me. As you can see, it's a drawing that we treated as a national treasure. And my little friend, we have to go back to the kingdom. We do not have any money. Is it okay that you can spare us 340 gold? Sure. Thank you, little fellow. It's not much, but I nabbed it from the Carlian goons when we were taken. Give us a little relic. Increases crit rate by 15% and attack speed and movement speed of speed. We don't have a speed skull, so we're not getting the second benefit, but another relic when we don't have a maximum 9 yet is very good. I think most of the NPCs are out today. The only ones that are guaranteed to show up are the chef and the relic man. The other guys don't. It's a shame. We got money to spend. We have a third chance to grab a toxic pen. Grants an HP barrier when your HP is below 30. Increase physical and magic damage by 70% while in the air. Increase incoming damage by 50. I think we're finally going to grab the toxic pendant. And then let's refresh the shop once to see what we got. Critical hits inflict poison on enemies. Pretty good. We got the Shadow Spirit of the same class as the Lightning Bolt strikes a random enemy every 8 seconds, dealing magic damage, or increase gold gain by 25% and max HP. Let's grab this one, just because it's pretty good. I don't know how often we crit. Probably could have checked that, but meh. Alright. Grab the treasure chest. Free this person. You seriously don't need a whole lot. How about 190 gold, as expected of the demon? I can easily change your skills, trust me, I'm seriously good at this. Let's go. Nah, I don't want my skills changed. Good. Grab another skull. We still want to keep grabbing skulls, I think, early in the game. You can make a justification to grab money since we already have a good skull, but I also want to upgrade the Dark Paladin as much as I can. We can he's only unique, which means we can upgrade him to legendary. Now we're at the point where we are missing a quintessence, but we have all 9 relics. If we want more, we have to replace them. Definitely don't want skeleton shield at this point. It's a common and it's a power skull, which we're not building well for it. Now we get to fight 2 adventurers. Taking too much damage, right? So we killed the ranger. Perfect. Alright. Dashing within 4 seconds of our previous dash engulfs you in a cutting wind. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of this one, even though it does give us more chase synergy. Alright, where's this one? When you use the quintessence, throw the Sword of Killivan to deal physical damage. When it hits an enemy, teleport to location and swing the sword to deal damage, increasing attack speed by 30% for 10 seconds. Pretty good. Or we can get another one. I'll take that. And now we get an upgrade, which I think we will upgrade our bomber. Now, it's unique, which means we get another burn, increase movement speed by 30%, and amplify the next explosion damage by 15%, or we can kaboom instantly. We might consider taking money over skulls at this point in the game, but I'm not too sure. There is a specific speed skull I'm looking forward to getting, if we do get it, but it's a common. Means we actually may not see it at this point. Nope, we got End Skull for the 3rd time again. Scrap it for bones and move on. Of course I went right when the... We got fire. Gargoyle. Balanced skull that deals magic damage. And it can dash a bunch. I'm not a huge fan of the way Gargoyle works. The problem. It's good with our build, but I don't feel comfortable using it. I'm not going to use it. Using a skill increases magic damage rate. Second, increase percent. Or we can get a mana explosion. Or we can trade one of our skulls for a ghoul. Or we can a boiled Juggermon egg. Or we can get some relics. I think we'll just get. Ooh. Increases dash attack damage by 80%. Dash attacks gain 10% chance to. That's a good one. I think we're going to replace the money making item because we made enough money. And I think I'm just going to eat the Juggermon egg to keep our health topped up. Not a huge fan of the first paladin skill. I might want to swap that. I could have swapped that before when the person asked me if I wanted to swap, but I don't know, man. gold, and let's go for skull maps. Kill one of those guys off the bat is very good. Alright, so the slime dude when we release makes a copy of one of the relics that we already have. These be a good one. Nope, not one of the better ones. We can still get the scrap it for gold because we have that upgrade. Ooh, we get a Geek Skull. Great Warlock. Ooh. This guy's gimmick is that his regular attacks are not very good. And he has to concentrate hard for his skills. If he doesn't concentrate hard, he can just fire them off like that. I think this is a little bit better for our build than Dark Paladin is. Because this guy is heavily dependent on dashing while he's charging in order to dodge his hits. Which means we can actually defend ourselves while we charge up with big attacks. Or, you know, we could just cheese it like this by not aggroing the enemies until they're, you know, in range. Very good build for the Warlock. I think I'm going to keep him around. Right. And now we got the World 2 boss. If you ever played a Hollow Knight, this fight is very similar to the Mantis Lord's fight. Got two very fast enemies. I faced the wrong direction. Like, yeah. Right. Now let's see if I can time this well. Good. Charge attacks are not very good for this fight just because we need to be on our toes the whole time. That was very good for a slower skull. Okay, we have a bunch of items. Every third normal attack has golden wool near damage. Ooh. Increase physical and magic attack by 25%. Increased further by 45% when you're near. Pretty good. Dash and create a trail of fire. Ooh. Dash synergy. Beak of Raptor, which kind of does this. Assassin Dagger does. Ooh, this is a good one, though. Magic damage by 50% and skill cooldown speed of balance type skills by 40%. That's actually not great for our thing. We charge up our skills, which means they're always on cool. But we get them back by the time we. Pretty good with the Assassin Dagger. Now we have the max level of Chase. Amplifies damage dealt to enemies by 30% for 3 seconds after. Pretty good. Now's about the point in the game where I say we want 4 gold and more chance to look at relics. However, we do have a unique skull that we really want to become a legendary. We do want to accumulate 100 skulls so we can do that. Clown for 11. On the next map. Definitely a map we can kind of cheese. Unless this dude brutally. Or, you know, I faced the wrong way. That's also a possibility. Charge up. He walked into the map. There. I didn't realize it wouldn't let me jump again. A lot of enemies in this map explode when you kill them, so you gotta be careful with that. Don't want a ghoul. You guys shot. Increase dash attack damage by 30%. Dash attacks have a. We'll buy this instead of the Carlian sword because we don't really do bombers magic damage. Yup. Bombers magic damage. We don't even want physical damage things anymore. And let's refresh once. Ooh. Decreases trap damage and increases magic damage. Oh, but this one's even better. Increasing concentration speed will make it so our warlock skills will go off way fast. Definitely. I think we'll get rid of the abandoned weapon. And we can, you know, let's also get the Sphinx's Eye. Get rid of the Toxic Pendant because we no longer want to deal with this. Notably, that did get rid of our heirloom ability, which means we no longer can tank damage once every couple seconds. That is. Okay, rude. Didn't realize it straight up wouldn't let me attack or dodge. I guess we'll charge the left one. We're gonna do that. That was my fault. That was my fault. Let's try and get the the 100 skulls before the Act 3 boss. The Act 3 boss is where we might actually die. But if we go further than that, I will be more than happy. Rider, which we could have considered. However, not a huge fan of Rider, and we already got a good build going on. I've never actually done Warlock with Bomber before. It's a very good combination, even if I'm not using Bomber as much as I should be using them. Warlock makes a huge barrier that pushes enemies outwards, dealing I should not have taken that hit. That's also my fault. Alright. We're about to face 3 adventurers, so... I unleashed that way too early. Shoot, they both did their big attack. To at least take out the adventurer. Paladins next. Alright. Not a great fight, not a horrible one either. As much as I want to take prisoner, we already have a good build going on. And while this is a good thing for us, this we can destroy for skulls to get over 100 to upgrade our Warlock. Look at the boy, so strong. We want a better quintessence. Honestly. This sort of kill event isn't really doing much for us. So the upgrade makes it so our skills get even more powerful when they're fully cast. And when we hit normal enemies, our concentration speed is increased by the amount of enemies we hit normally. So we do this. Alchemist. Not a huge fan of Alchemist. He feels like Warlock, but honestly. Oh, also we have. Also, when we charge up our big attacks, we get little versions of it to defend ourselves with as we charge. Right. We'll release you. However, I don't want to change any of my skills. I like both the ones we have for Honor. Living Armor, which is a power skull, even though it does do magic damage with the building form, we don't really. Liking the dash build we got going on. Normally when I do dash build, I just do it on Skeleton Pike, which is a speed skull that makes it so your dash attacks do more damage. I like this build. Definitely buying this because we need health. Don't have quintessence, man. The temptation to buy this just for the concentration speed is high, but I'm not. Casca's skill creates a mana storm that wraps around itself. Does magic damage. Replace something. Replace our gold incense burn. I like that. Now we got another level in wisdom, which gives us another 20% mat. It's amplified. It's a different modifier, which is actually better. And I think I'm going to save the rest of my money. Try to get another skull. Ooh, we got a special room here. Ooh, it's a new quintessence. Move behind the nearest enemy and deal physical damage if they... This is a better version of the one we have, so I am going to take it. However, we're going to need to do a trial. Cool, took no damage during the trial. Very good. Gargoyle, don't want it, and I think I just want more money right now. This quintessence makes it so I teleport behind an enemy, deal physical damage to them, and if I kill someone with that attack, the cooldown completely resets. So if you're on a map with a bunch of weaker enemies, you can literally just spam this one. Which is very good for our Monarch, because this guy likes doing big damage to big guys. Right. Worried about this fight. Never done this fight with Warlock before, so... Yeah, this goes. Okay, so that attack's not very good unless we're right up in space, which is not good for us. We're doing pretty good damage. We're doing pretty good on the health to damage department. I faced the wrong direction. That was a very good fight. We didn't even have to use our free resurrection. That is amazing. Now I get some options for some quick essences and some... Poisoned enemies at 20% HP or below die immediately. Poisoning. And we don't want to go for fire spirits and art. Physical, we don't do physical. Physical quintessence is physical quintessence. And I think we're just scrapping the legendary one. Well, we don't have 100 skulls, which means we can't upgrade armor. Right. I think I want to prioritize skulls still until we get 100. That's the halfling girl in the cage. She gives us an item that heals us. Really good, which we can go back to full if we get lucky with it. Oh, we definitely will go back to full because we got some health orbs. Back to full HP, and we haven't used our free res yet. That's absolutely amazing. Kind of dumb that one of those hit him. Okay, living armor will sack you again. Now we just need to... Assuming we get at least one unique skull in the next two, we only need 2 more. And parkour was not very good, that's why that failed. I don't like that we're getting multiple stacks of the increased damage taken debuff on us. Oh right, our dashes don't go straight while we're concentrating. They kind of dip down. You know what? As janky as that was, I'm pretty sure it's worth it. Kidding, only killed one of them. Now we just need one more rare skull, or two more rare skulls, or one more unique skull. Ooh, no, that NPC gives us more skulls, which means we don't even need any more. Perfect timing. Thank you, Harpy Knight. I guess go to the shop. Alright, let's check with this. Increase physical attack, don't care. Mummy Riddle. You take no damage from traps. With quintessence, you Riddle trap. I think we take this. We can remove the Think's Eye for a better one. Such as maybe in our dash distance and cooldown speed. That's actually really good with our build. I'll take that. Instead of the Sphinx Eye. Scrap the Sphinx Eye. I think I'll just scrap this. I already got the skulls. Let me just check something. While we're concentrating, how well does this work? Not great. But still another attack while we're charging up, which is good. We don't need any more skill. This gives us a chest we can buy for a certain amount of gold. I think it's worth it. Let's do it like this. Only 527 gold to buy whatever's in here. And we can sell it for 422 because it's not that good. That is completely fine. We actually net gained gold because the enemies were worth it. Stick for treasures because even if it's one we don't want, we can sell it. Also, not taking damage from traps is very good. You can sit here and eat fire. Oh, this motherfucker snuck up behind me. Rude. Poison nearby enemies when hit. Poison enemies. Okay. Now we got rid of all the extra damage debuffs. Now, I'm really hoping this is not me. That's literally the only thing I want is not me. That was not nearly as bad of a fight as I thought it would be. Okay. Yeah. We can destroy a samurai, because we're not going to take samurai. Get the orc, which I'm not taking. Get the Operation Sword, which I'm taking. Now we have 100 skulls. Also, past the Act 4 Adventures fights, still have not used the extra life. 95% of my runs have used the extra life for this. We're actually doing very good. Gotta talk to her quickly before the bomb explodes. Boom. Let's see what his upgrade is. Inflicts burn on any enemies that come in contact, increases the burn ability, and makes it so Kaboom doesn't have a cooldown, which means it's based completely off our swap cooldown. Don't really want our crit rate increased. Don't really need our crit rate increased. Thought I could have finished by the time I finished casting. That's my bad. Skulls. HP barrier. Pretty good. Hopefully the shop is the next thing that comes up. Slowly restores HP when current HP is below 30%. I could have actually taken that to technically heal 3 more HP. Increase skill cooldown speed, heal 35, definitely need. Alright, now we just cycle through these to try to find out what you like. Got a relic. Probably thorny pauldrons. He doesn't have to chase him. Do it. And we don't really have enough money to... We'll just go. So unfair. reason I'm doing better on this run than I am on most other runs is because I'm actually taking the time to find a good group of two skulls that work together. Because the Bomber Skull is very good at clearing a path for Warlock Skull in order to actually cast spells. We had to use her for your revive there, that's fine. We used it later than normal, which is not horrible. Gotta make sure we don't take too much damage or else we'll die. Okay. Going into the boss with a 10 HP barrier, basically 100 health. We're not fighting the boss. Act 4 boss, I should say. Taking damage. I want to do that. Okay, we broke the 2 barriers. I say 99% of my runs don't make it this far. I normally die somewhere between the Act 2 event, either before Chimera, after Chimera, or somewhere after the Act 2 adventurers. We need to get out of here, we need to get out of here. Get. I didn't see it in time. That was an amazing run. I am very proud with how that. Don't have time to do another. That one actually went longer than I thought it would. much else to say, really. This is going to be Friday's upload, because I think we're done with Fossil Fighters Champions on this channel. At least for now. Don't really have much else to show off, because I looked into the rest of the side game stuff, and it's just kind of post-game quests that are very minor and kind of mundane, some of them, but... Next week, you guys will look forward to the game that I've had planned for a long time now. So, get excited for that. If you like the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you ring the bell so you know when the next series on this channel comes out. Other than that, guys, have a good rest of your day.